Hey guys, this is Matt from McWater's Effect, and I'm going to be talking about Afghanistan. Now, I know yesterday I put a video out, and I pretty much put the whole blame on what happened in Afghanistan on the doorstep of Joe Biden, and he should get a lot of the blame. But I think there's some other things that are going on that I didn't know at the time. I found this article in PJ News. And, of course, I had a lot of questions of how this happened because, the Afghan forces were 300,000 strong. They also had state-of-the-art equipment that we gave them to fight for their country. So it made me wonder, how did a ragtag army that had only 75,000 people in it with Toyota trucks win this in Afghanistan? And when I saw this headline, put it all in perspective. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the headline, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's from PJ Media. I'll have the link down at the bottom in the description area. Now, it's also on Red State. You can find it on either one of those sites. Now, no one else is covering this. So I'm going to show you the headline and an interview of someone that's on the ground that's actually knows this is happening, as well as I'm going to talk about this person who's interviewing this reporter that's on the ground, tell you more about her as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at this headline first. Shocking, Taliban is paying military commanders to surrender cities, journalist embedded in Afghanistan says. Holly McKay, a foreign policy expert and war crimes investigator who covered war, terrorism, and crimes against humanity for Fox News' Digital for more than a decade, is reporting today from Afghanistan that the Taliban is paying off military commanders to abandon their posts and surrender their cities. Now, there's a video. It's 31 minutes long. I'm not going to be showing the whole video, so I'm just going to show you this one clip just to give you an idea of what they're going to be talking about. And then I will have a link to that video down at the bottom so you can check it out for yourself. Let's go ahead and take a look at this video.
And then Saturday, it was just a ghost town. And people were lining up at the banks to get money out. And we were hearing a lot of rumors about, there was sort of three front lines, and the first one had been breached. And I thought, oh, they'll defend the city. They're not going to get through the next two. And then it was gone. Just like that. Literally just like that. And
what did that look like, Holly, when you say it was gone?
That just meant that, from my understanding, Jenna, and this is where I think, and we can go into really great detail about this another time, but from my understanding of talking to people, the level of corruption within the Afghanistan military and the government, that's how the Taliban won a lot of this, is they will pay the commanders off to surrender a city before. So those who genuinely do want to fight, and there are a lot of men and Dostum's people, a lot of people that wanted to genuinely fight, they were basically kept in the dark, and A&A commanders had paid off the Taliban in advance to surrender the city, and they were just left with, you have no choice but to basically run. So that's what's happening, and the level of corruption that has enabled the Taliban to come back to power is, it's just mind-blowing, to see that, and to see all the weapons that have now gone to the Taliban's hands when the Afghan army runs away, that we paid for. It's just,
there's a lot to think about.
And that's one thing that I've always tried to express my frustration with Iraq, with Afghanistan, is I often saw terrorism as being a secondary problem to the corruption, and Afghanistan is a classic example of that. I think, you have the elements, many strong elements that are very pro-Taliban within the government military factions that will sell off information that, hurts the cause. And then also with that, if you have to pay a corrupt official every time you go through a checkpoint and, you're just trying to feed your family, or you have to pay a bribe for something, eventually you're going to get annoyed enough that you are going to want to join some form of insurgency.
All right, guys, that's the end of the video. And I got that wrong. Holly McKay is the reporter that is on scene in Afghanistan. Now, if that's not heartbreaking there, I don't know what is. All the money we spent there and corruption is what finally took out the Afghan government and allowed the Taliban to get back into power in Afghanistan. And it's a perfect example, in my opinion, of you can't bring democracy by the barrel of a gun. They're going to have to want it. And in my opinion, the people in Afghanistan, a lot of them didn't want it. And there's too many people that were interested in what the Taliban was giving them and also preaching them. So, guys, my opinion, we need to leave it alone and get out of there. But, guys, that's my opinion. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Peace.